Today on HTN Daily, Madison Wells introduces one of the faces behind the 44 flags representing the nationalities of Rock Hill students. And the moment we've all been waiting for since March, athletes are back in action. Juan Duron highlights cross country and tennis later in the show. All these stories and more on this edition of HTN Daily. Good afternoon, Rock Hill. Today is Tuesday, September 8th, and it's a great day to be a Blue Hawk because today is HTN Daily's first show. I'm Trois Murphy, and thank you for joining us. We will come live every day from Studio 1060 at 2:15 with all things Rock Hill. Now I'm going to toss it over to Grant Johnson for today's headlines.
Thank you, Trois. Here are today's announcements. Virtual audition videos for the fall theater production of Medea are due tomorrow to the Rock Hill Theater's Google Classroom. Use the class code YZQKBRX to join the class and submit your audition video. Auditions are open to the whole school, and students must memorize and prepare a 1-minute monologue from a Greek play other than Medea. Due to COVID restrictions, the club fair will take place online this year. If any of the clubs on your screen interest you, click on the presentation link sent to your Prosper ISD email address. Each slide of the presentation will have contact information for each club that is starting up and how to join the club. If you're interested in starting a club of your own at Rock Hill, you must first find a teacher sponsor for the club and then contact Ms. Eichner to get the club formed. The Prosper community cheered for their rising star on television this summer.
Here we go. Music in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rogers Middle School 8th grader Haley Alexander competed on America's Got Talent with her cheerleading team this summer. Haley is one of the youngest cheerleaders on the Plano-based Cheer Athletics Wildcats team, made up of cheerleaders from across the United States. Her coach was approached with the opportunity for the team to compete on AGT, and just a few months later, in early March, Haley and her team traveled to Los Angeles. The Wildcats were able to perform in Hollywood for the judges, but they were missing a crucial part of cheerleading: the crowd.
It was honestly, I think, the weirdest performance I've ever done. I've been doing cheer for 12 consecutive years, and nothing like that has ever happened. And whenever I was younger, it would cross my mind a couple times, like, imagine being on that stage and performing and just in front of those judges. I feel like that would, like, make my whole life complete. And then that happened, so it was amazing.
And her team made it to the quarterfinals of the competition, where they were able to perform from their gym in Plano. Her team was eliminated from the competition during the live results last Wednesday, making them one of the top 44 acts in America. This week is National Suicide Prevention Week, and Hope Squad is raising awareness with dress-up days. Each day, we would like to spotlight a national organization offering resources and support. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is a voluntary health organization that gives those affected by suicide a nationwide community empowered by research, education, and advocacy to take action against the third leading cause of death in ages 15 to 24. To learn more, visit afsp.org. That's all for today's news. I'll send it back over to Trois.
Thank you, Grant. For our principal, Mr. Dustin Toth, he felt his most important job as an administrator was to help establish the culture of Rock Hill. Through his interaction with students last spring, he developed the acronym ICU, and to help students feel seen, the second floor collaboration space is lined with flags of all the nationals represented by the student body of Rock Hill. HTN reporter Madison Wells introduces us to one of the faces behind the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Everyone knows why this flag hangs in the classroom, but not many know why exactly Rock Hill has flags outlining the second story of the Commons. Each flag represents a student born in a country outside of the United States, a student like Ife Akori.
I was born in Uguta, Nigeria, and keeping my roots in Nigerian culture, it can be hard at times, especially with like pop culture. I'm in high school, of course. But I think my family is mostly what keeps me grounded, like just speaking my language at home and just learning important traditions during holidays especially. I feel like that keeps me grounded to Nigeria.
With such a strong connection to our Nigerian culture, having our home country's flag stood at Rock Hill is made all the more special.
It feels amazing to have a principal that truly represents my culture. You have no idea how excited my parents were to see the Nigerian flag in my school. It brought my mom to tears. So it just feels amazing just to see more of the home here.
All the way from Nigeria to Rock Hill High School, Ife Okori is just one of the many faces behind the flags. For HTN Daily, I'm Madison Wells.
Thank you, Maddie. Check back each week for more stories about the faces behind the flags. Joining us for an inside look at all things Blue Hawks athletics, here's Juan Duron with HTN's Season Pass.
Hello, Blue Hawk fans, and welcome to Season Pass. Last Saturday, August 29th, cross country had their first scrimmage against Prosper at Prosper High School. This was only a time trial, so they did not run a traditional 3-mile race. They instead ran 2 miles. Prosper girls went first, and Aubrey O'Connell, last year's state champ, won girls and ran 2 miles in 11 minutes and 9 seconds. Rock Hill boys won the boys race, with Blake Barnes running an impressive 2-mile, running it in 9 minutes and 45 seconds. And don't forget that varsity tennis has their first match against Sherman at our very own Rock Hill tennis courts at 4 p.m. today. This will be their first official match after practicing every day since the beginning of the season. After all but 3 varsity boys leaving Prosper to come here, our starting lineup is looking really good. Tennis also has a very strong girls team, and we cannot wait to see what they have ahead of them. Haftam Foutz, a Rock Hill senior, was born in Ethiopia and moved to Prosper just 4 years ago, and has proven himself on and off the field, not just for track, but for football as well. HTN Season Pass reporter Fuxa has our story.
A two-sport athlete, teammate, and a dedicated runner. Haftam Foutz, a senior athlete known for his ability on the track, is becoming a two-sport athlete after making it on the varsity football team. Haftam has made a name for himself in 2 sports in a country he's only lived in for 4 years.
After the season ended, my mom found the Jackrabbit Track Club. Then that's when I joined.
In his first season running, Haftam ran a 51.3-second 400-meter dash and returned to the competition faster each year he competed. After earning 3 first-place finishes in his 4x400-meter dash, Haftam decided it was time to try something new after working out with the football players during a summer strength and conditioning camp.
I played football in my freshman year, but it didn't go as I thought it would. I don't understand what the coaches were saying sometimes because my English wasn't as good. But now I'm doing better at understanding English.
He might not have been able to understand the coaches, but they took a chance on him and allowed him to grow into cornerback and a major contributor on the defensive side of the ball. The coaches were not the only ones who took a chance on Haftam.
I was adopted in December 2017 by my dad and mom. Amazing family that I have, and they gave me this opportunity to be who I am today and provided me everything they can.
From Ethiopia to the track field, football field, or the dinner table at home with his family, Haftam accredits his family, the Heisers for giving him the American dream, and his coaches for pushing him in both of his sports. For HTN Season Pass, I'm Fuxa.
That's it for today's Season Pass. We will see you again on Friday. Back to you, Trois.
Before we close out today, we would like to say thank you to the Prosper ISD administration and community for supporting us, building us this beautiful facility, and giving us this opportunity. We appreciate all your support. For HTN Daily, I'm Trois Murphy. Mask up and rock on.